sure by now you must have filed AOC form, that is the financial statements of your company. The next important annual filing with the ROC, that is Registrar of Companies, is your company's annual returns, that is MGT-7. Wondering how to download MGT-7 form and file it with the ROC? Well, keep watching this video to learn how to file MGT-7 of your company on the MCA website. Hello and welcome. I'm Ayushi from Clear. We have assisted more than 4 lakh growing businesses. Do subscribe to support us and get a clear explanation of business concepts. Form MGT-7 is not applicable to all companies. Although all companies must file their annual returns, the MCA has introduced the abridged annual return form, that is MGT-7A form for one-person companies, that is OPCs, and small companies defined under the Companies Act 2013. Thus, all private and public companies not being a small company as per the Companies Act 2013 must mandatorily file Form MGT-7 with the ROC, while OPC and small companies must file MGT-7A form. The Form MGT-7 must be filed within 60 days of holding the annual general meeting, that is AGM. The last date to hold the AGM was 30th September. Thus, the due date to file MGT-7 form for financial year 2021-22 is 29th November. Now, let's look at how to file MGT-7 on the MCA portal. To file MGT-7 form, go to the MCA website, that is mca.gov.in. Go to MCA services, go to company e-filing and click on company forms download. Scroll down to the heading annual filing e-forms. Over here, click on this option to download the form MGT-7 along with the instruction kit, or you can click on this option to download just the MGT-7 form. Save the folder on your system. The folder will be saved as a zip form. Extract its contents. You can click on Form MGT-7 Help to go through the instructions before filling your MGT-7 form. Click on Form MGT-7 to open the MGT-7 form. Click on Allow. The annual return, that is Form MGT-7, will open. Here, you need to enter your company identification number and click on the pre-fill button. It will pre-fill the name and registered office of your company. Enter the PAN of your company. Enter the email ID and telephone number of your company. And if your company has any website, enter the website URL here. Enter the date of incorporation of your company. Select the type of company. Select the category of your company and select the subcategory of the company. Select whether the company is having a share capital and select whether the shares are listed on a recognized stock exchange. Enter the from date and to date of the financial year for which you are filing the annual return. Select whether the annual general meeting was held. If yes, write the date of the annual general meeting, due date of the annual general meeting, and whether any extension was granted for conducting the annual general meeting. Next is the details relating to the principal business activity of your company. Enter the number of business activity of your company. The rows will be added here as per the number of your business activities. Select the main activity group code. Enter the description of the main activity. Select the business activity code. Write the description of business activity and the percentage of turnover of the company. Next is the particulars of holding subsidiary and associate companies. Enter the number of companies for which the information is to be given. Over here, you need to give the information of your holding, subsidiary, associate or joint venture company. Enter the name of your holding, subsidiary, associate or joint venture company. Enter the CIN or FCRN. Select whether it is a holding, subsidiary, joint venture or associate and the percentage of shares held. Next is the details regarding the share capital, debentures and other securities of the company. Enter the ISIN of the equity shares of the company. Enter the details of shares or debentures transfers since closure date of the last financial year. If there are none, you can select nil. If there is shares or debentures transfer, then you need to enter the details such as date of the previous annual general meeting, date of registration of transfer, type of transfer, number of shares, debentures or unit transferred and the amount per share, debenture or unit, ledger folio of the transferor and transferor's name, ledger folio of the transferee and transferee's name. Enter the particulars of the debentures. We need to enter the number of units, nominal value per unit and the total value of the non-convertible debentures, partly convertible debentures and fully convertible debentures. Next, you need to enter the details of debentures. You need to enter the debentures outstanding as at the beginning of the year, increase or decrease during the year and outstanding as of the end of the year. You also need to enter the details of securities other than debentures. Next is the turnover and net worth of your company. Enter the turnover of your company, the net worth of your company. Next is the details regarding the promoters, members and debenture holders of your company. Enter the number of promoters, members and debenture holders in your company as at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. Next is the details of directors and key managerial person. You need to enter the details of composition of the board of directors of your company. You need to enter the details regarding the promoter, non-promoter and nominee directors representing the banks, financial institutions, investing institutions, government, small shareholders and others. You need to enter the number of directors at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, and the percentage of shares held by the directors as at the end of the year. Enter the number of directors and key managerial person as on the financial year end date. You need to enter the details of directors and key managerial person as on the closure of the financial date. Enter the name, DIN or PAN, the designation, number of the equity shares held by them, and their date of cessation, if any. Next, you need to enter the particulars of change of directors and key managerial person if there is any during the year. You need to enter their name, DIN or PAN, designation at the beginning or during the financial year, the date of appointment, change in designation or cessation, and the nature of change, that is either appointment, change in designation or cessation of the director or key managerial personnel. Enter the details of meetings of your company, that is meeting of members, class of members, board committees. Enter the number of meetings held of the members, class or court convened meetings. Enter the details of the meetings over here such as the type of meeting, date of meeting and the total number of members entitled to attend the meeting and their attendance. Enter the number of board meetings held in a year, the date of the meeting, total number of directors associated on the meeting and the attendance. Enter the details of committee meetings and the details of attendance of directors in the meeting. Next is the remuneration of directors and key managerial person. If no remuneration is given, then select nil. Enter the number of managing directors, whole-time directors or manager whose remuneration details are to be entered and enter the remuneration details here. Enter the number of CEO, CFO and company secretary whose remuneration details are to be entered and enter the remuneration details here. Likewise, enter the number of other directors whose remuneration details are to be entered and enter the remuneration details here. Next, you need to select whether the company has made compliances and disclosures as per the Companies Act during the year. If not, you need to give the reasons and observations for the same. Next is the penalty and punishment details. Enter the details of penalty or punishment imposed on company directors or officers. If there are none, then you can select the nil option. Enter the details of compounding offences, if any. Next, select whether complete list of shareholders, debenture holders has been enclosed as an attachment with this form. In case of a listed company or a company having paid up share capital of 10 crore rupees or more or turnover of 50 crore rupees or more, then the details of the company secretary in whole time practice certifying this annual return in form MGT-8 must be given. Enter the name of the company secretary, whether fellow or associate, and the certificate of practice number. Provide the resolution number through which the Board of Companies has authorized to fill up this form and the date of the resolution. Enter the director DSC here and the DIN of the director. Next, affix the DSC of the company secretary or company secretary in practice, the membership number and the certificate of practice number. The last is the list of attachments. You can attach the list of shareholders or debenture holders, approval letter for extension of AGM, copy of MGT-8 or any other optional attachments by clicking on the attach button. Click on the check form button. It will take you to the place which has been left blank and which has to be filled by you. After the check form is finished, you can click on the pre-scrutiny button and then save this form. After saving your MGT-7 form, go to MCA website and click on My Workspace. Log in by entering your username and password. Click on Upload eForm. Click on the Browse button and attach the MGT-7 form from your system. Click on the Upload button and then pay the required fees. And the MGT-7 form submission will be complete. I hope you understood how to file MGT-7 form. If yes, please write clear in the comments below. If not, let us know your query in the comments below and we will address them as soon as possible. If form MGT-7 is not filed within the due date, the company will have to pay Rs 10,000 in case of continuing failure plus Rs 100 for each day of default subject to a maximum of Rs 2 lakhs. The managing director or chief financial officer or any other director to whom the board assigns the responsibility will have to pay a penalty of Rs 10,000 plus Rs 100 for each day of default subject to a maximum of Rs 50,000. So folks, that's it for today. You can contact our experts for business or finance related queries by clicking on the chat link provided in the description box below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos and stay tuned for more updates.